A lot of the actions that the Trump administration is taking at this moment in time in particular is aimed at doing something that's pretty valuable in politics, which is picking the fights that they want. When we have these gigantic immigration raids, as we've seen in California in recent days, there was just a gigantic one yesterday in an agricultural area of California where there was smoke bombs that were deployed. There's a reason for these confrontations. There's a reason for the theatricality of them. On some level, the confrontation is kind of the point here.
Absolutely. It's absolutely the point. And look, like, I'm from Southern California. I have friends and family who just tell me like that, just everyone's thinking about immigration and raids, like it's just on everyone's mind and it's the thing people are talking about in Southern California right now, to the point of the conflict being the sort of the point. The president really does, he's trying to instill this culture of fear, right? And folks are afraid, and that is the goal, right? The president wants to make these high profile examples of, yeah, whether it's a car wash or an agricultural facility or what have you, to instill this fear, to get people to self deport, to again, we've seen border crossings, right? Just unthinkable, right? But it's really the goal here is to use this and to use sort of the theatricality of this moment, sort of a grim theatricality, but to use that to really enact policy change, right? And so it's not just the visuals. There really is a purpose behind it.
To me, it's a similar story as his fights that he picks in Washington, where, you know, for all the talk about him going after institutions, there's a reason for that. A lot of Americans have soured on institutions. That's part of his whole reason for existing. That's part of the reason that he's in power, is that a lot of Americans feel like politics hasn't really been working for them. They don't see it responding to their own lives, to their own struggles. And so when Trump is, when his administration is picking a fight with the Department of Justice or cutting foreign aid or slashing by thousands of jobs, the number of people who work in the State Department, there's a reason for these things.